want to throw a few questions at you guys, whether you answer it or not, that's really up to you. But do actors, TV actors, do they practice scripts before they get in front of the camera?
Technology.
Yeah. Thinking, yes, they do. But this is where I want to challenge you. Not all actors do. And I want to refer to, most of you would know who Jack Nicholson is. Quite like he was in a movie, it was called The Departed. I think there was Leonardo DiCaprio, there was Mark Wahlberg, there was some big names in the movie. And they say that Jack Nicholson didn't ever practice his lines. He just went in and went off script. And most of the time, his off script was better than what was scripted. And it was because he was a professional. He was, he's had so many years acting, he could actually do it off script. Most of you guys aren't at that stage, but at some point, you'll be able to do what Nathan did off script, and it'll be fucking brilliant. Who here knows the clarity question or the transitional statement where they can just say it comfortably every fucking time? And I'm looking for a show of hands. I'm not seeing too many. Is there anyone? And I'm not going to ask anyone to do it. This is not an embarrassment session. I'm just curious. Who here actually can if you can do the clarity question, the transitional statement, just naturally to the customer, you're in a way, way, way better place as a professional technician than probably 99% of the industry. And it's not that fucking hard to learn. And I've heard it, and most of you have. It's as part of the service we provide. We're going to check over your entire plumbing and electrical system. If we find anything that could shorten equipment life or cause damage, would you like me to list it out and share it with you, or go ahead and fix it? And the most powerful part of that, which is, I call it the presumptive close, it could have other names, is the fact that we didn't give the customer a yes or a no question. It was like, would you like us to list it out and share it with you, which most of them will say yes to, or go ahead and fix it? Now, every now and again, you'll get a smart-ass customer that'll just say, go ahead and fix it. Don't go ahead and fix it, guys. For the managers that are here, put a process in place that anything more than $1.50 on the option sheet must be listed out and shared with the customer. So where am I going here, guys? Get back to Charlie Greer. When I first brought him to Australia, I think it was around 2010, he only had 2 training options. It was a 2-day workshop, similar to the workshop that we do, the intensive. If you haven't booked your tickets, a couple left, guys. He'd do a 2-day workshop, and then he'd do a 4-day in-person class, 12 maximum. Has anyone been to the 4-day class? I don't think so. What was the difference between the 2-day seminar where Charlie talks about how to overcome the price objection? The difference was scripts and practice. Scripts, practice. He'll get you to practice the script, then he'd video you, you'd watch yourself back, and then you'd learn that way. I think it's brilliant. We do that in our intensive. We will actually, we don't go to the same depth that Charlie Greer did, but what I can tell you, everyone that went through Charlie Greer's training, which back around 2010, some of you weren't even born, was the best training out of the US, and all the top companies did that training. I believe we do it better. I think Chris and Patty do a better job than Tech Daddy, and I'm not just fucking saying that, I mean it. But Charlie used to get scripts. Now, if anyone here wants a copy, I created what I call sales presentation scripts. I love it, Brett. Yep, I love you too, man. Anyone wants some sales presentations, I will share a Word document, and I'll do a little video talking about the scripts. We took all the best scripts that we learned from Charlie Greer that we implemented into my companies, and you guys can have access to it. I'll put it up in school. You can take it, you can modify it for your company. But where I'm going here, you got to practice. You got you're not at Jack Nicholson's level, but some of you will be, or Nathan's level. Good job, Nathan, with that, where you can just naturally respond to all the customers' objections. So I'll put it up in school. Manager download the sales presentation scripts. There's pretty much any objection you can think of the customer's going to give. That's too expensive, whatever it is, which is, by the way, is one of the easiest. Me and Chris have talked about this. When a customer objects to price, it is one of the easiest, without a doubt, objections to overcome. Why? Because they've been honest with you. You know exactly what their problem is, and you can always overcome that one. And I do love the pregnant pause. I think that's one. Chris does that really well. So just to conclude, some of you will. Does anyone? I'm asking the question. Does anyone remember when McDonald's used to give away free Big Macs? How did you get?
I'm loving it. Didn't you have some shit?
Well, one of the first McDonald's that opened in Australia opened in Waitara. If you want to Google fact check that, you'll see it was 1975, something like that. I was quite young. But all you had to do was go and tell them the ingredients of the Big Mac. The ingredients was 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. If you go up to the counter and say that, you got a free Big Mac. I mean, who wouldn't want a fucking free Big Mac, right? So I'm just, it's how the fuck script fucking 40 plus years ago. It was just inbred in my mind. Why do I remember the clarity question or the positional statement? Because it's, and I believe I'm a professional sort of, and I just remember that shit. It's no different to Jack Nicholson, like being able to remember his lines just by looking at them. So, but that's it. This is without a doubt for anyone that wants to take their career from where it is now to being the best, the top 1% in the industry. Learn what to say, learn your scripts, learn what to say. The scripts that I'm going to provide to each and every company is a great starting point. And all you need to do is just take one, practice it, classroom environment like you're in now, and watch to your career. So